Hey, what's up? Thanks for coming to my YouTube channel. My name is Lauren Hardy and I am a virtual wholesaling coach. In this video, I am going to share with you how I find buyers for my wholesaling business. I am going to share with you some software that I use. I'm going to give you some ideas of free ways to add to your buyers list, some ideas that you might not have thought about, but ways that I have increased my buyers list over the years. I'm also going to share with you how I majorly screwed up. Now, I've been doing this business for almost 9 years now, and even I still make mistakes. So I am going to give you a way that I really screwed up more towards the end of this video. So make sure you listen to the whole thing throughout. Let's first talk about a software that I use. So when it comes to software, I use PropStream, and this is how I use PropStream to find buyers. I'm actually using PropStream to find real cash purchases in my territory, but I also don't look for just cash, okay? I'm gonna give you guys a little secret. A lot of you think that you need to just search for cash buyers, but you guys are making a big mistake. There are investors that are getting loans for their flip projects and for their rental properties. Just because they get a loan does not mean that, they're not a good buyer and they should be overlooked. So when you're just pulling the cash buyer list on PropStream, you are just getting people that just paid cash, and you actually are missing out on a lot of really good buyers. Some of the best buyers are using portfolio loans for their rentals or hard money loans for their flip properties. So make sure that in addition to the cash buyers list, you're actually pulling an absentee owner list. So this is where the owner does not occupy the property. And the way that they decipher that is that the property address is different than the tax mailing address where the tax bill gets mailed. So you want to get a list of absentee owners, and I prefer getting absentee owners that are corporate owned because I do really like playing with the real players. I really want on my buyers list the LLCs, the corporations, the people that are professionally buying houses. Those are the best buyers in my opinion. So after I find, these lists on PropStream, I export them into Excel. And I do a few things with them, which I'm going to share next. The first thing that I do is I use direct mail. So what I love to do is send a simple yellow postcard to these buyers, letting them know that I have deals. And if they want to be on my buyers list, they can go to my website and put in their information, and I will include them on, my buyers list. And when I do have a deal, I will notify them. So this surprisingly gets a really, really good response. I highly recommend you do one round, maybe do it quarterly or maybe twice a year. It really is worth your time. You will add a ton of buyers to your list this way. Now, aside from direct mail, you're welcome to text them or cold call them, whatever you want to do to reach out to these buyers. I highly recommend utilizing the PropStream list first. Now, next I'm going to share with you how I find the best landlord buyers. So this is a secret trick, okay? I got this advice from somebody many, many years ago, and I never see this on other people's content, so I feel like it's still kind of a hidden gem. You can go to this website called gosection8.com. That's www.gosection8.com. And this is a website where landlords who have Section 8 rentals can advertise their available rentals that are available for rent. Well, what do you think that these landlords are probably looking for? More rental properties, right? Because they're investors. These Section 8 landlords, they love, buying these properties and getting them signed up with Section 8 and getting Section 8 tenants. It's a thing for them, and they're amazing, amazing buyers. Usually they're multi-unit landlords. They own, several of those types of homes, and they're looking for more in the area. So go to gosection8.com, look up the city of interest, look up your city, and from there, you're going to get a list of available homes, and you can click a button that says contact property owner. And from there, I contact the property owner one by one, and ask, are you looking to buy more properties? Are you interested, in buying more rentals? I develop some sort of conversation from that. And that's how I get them on our buyers list. So some of my best buyers have came from gosection8.com. The next way I love finding buyers is Facebook. So this is like completely free. I want you to go on Facebook and search in the search bar, look for groups and search the territory name Real Estate Investment Association and see what pops up. You can also say like real estate investors. So let's give an example, Phoenix, okay? Go Phoenix Real Estate Investors and see what groups pop up. And then try Phoenix Real Estate Investment Association and see what groups pop up and request to be a member. Sometimes these sites take about a week to get yourself accepted. I've noticed that. I've noticed that there's sometimes like a week lag, and that's because somebody needs to actually like let you in. So once you get accepted, see who's in that group and who's posting deals. I love to do a little stalking of the other wholesalers and other buyers. And I post all my deals in all of those local groups. And from there, when you post a deal, you'll see that people will reply if they're interested, and they'll usually reply with their email address. So that's where I will scrape those email addresses and reach out, and ask if they want to be on my buyers list. So I scrape other people's posts and I scrape my own. I have a virtual assistant who her job is to solely do this in the 4 territories I'm in, because I'm in 4 different territories in the United States. And she goes every day and looks at these Facebook groups and sees who she can add and reach out to. So these groups are amazing. A lot of times they're super, super helpful. Like you can meet some of the nicest, kindest people through these Facebook groups, and you can make some real good relationships with buyers this way. So if you want to make this a practice, that's something you do every day, is check to see if there's more, buyers, new faces, and reach out. That is one of the best ways I've added to my buyers list. Okay, so now for the tragic story. This literally is a very, very tragic story. I just realized I did this about a week ago. So I am really trying to build out a new territory I'm in, and I asked my virtual assistant to do all these things, which she did. She did them well, and I had already 1,000 contacts in my Excel spreadsheet of buyers in this new territory. I opened it up. I go, wow, 1,000, that's amazing. She's been working for a few months. She's built this really, really good buyers list. Awesome. But I noticed that whenever we're getting deals, we're still having a really hard time moving deals. We're not getting as much buyer activity as I would think. Because see, in another territory I have 1,000 buyers and we have no problem moving deals. So I thought, well, what's the difference between these lists? They're both about 1,000 long. The territories are about the same size. So I had to, critically think for a minute and look at the difference. And I realized it was very obvious. One of the lists had a bunch of cell phone numbers, the other one didn't. So the list that had a bunch of cell phone numbers was obviously the one that's performing better, and I'm able to move deals very, very easily. The other one, my VA was just scraping emails and she wasn't getting the buyer's cell phone numbers. Now, why is this important? Because when we get a deal, we text every single buyer on our list. If we have their phone number, they're getting a text to let them know about our new deal. And these buyers love it. They want to know about our deals. So obviously, if we don't have their cell phone, we have less people that are getting that text notification, therefore less eyes on our deal, therefore less ability to, be able to move this deal. It's so obvious, and I can't believe that I wasn't really managing her well enough to make sure that she was getting these cell phone numbers. So admittedly, I screwed up, you guys. I'm admitting it there. Make sure you get cell phone numbers and make sure you're texting your buyers when you have a deal. So you better believe it. We are working on getting those cell phone numbers. I asked her to go back and re-email everybody and say, hey, I don't have your cell phone number. Would you like us to text you if we have a deal? She's working on that right now. Let's hope that this gets corrected in a couple weeks. But, don't make that mistake. Super tragic. I mean, being real with you, I still make mistakes. We all do. So learn from this video. Hopefully you guys don't make the same mistake, because it really did make a difference in our ability to move deals in this territory. So hopefully you guys got something out of this video. If you guys have any other ways to build your buyers list, put it in the comments. Let's help each other. I'm going to make sure I read through the comments, and if there's ever, any new or fresh ideas, I'll try to put it out there. And if you guys are, looking to get into wholesaling, I've got a really cool free mini course that I just came out with. Go to www.laurenhardyco.com. In there, you're going to find a free mini course. I have a free seller script. I even have a free flip deal analyzer. So check out my website. I think you guys are going to get a lot out of it. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next time.